Hello everyone. Our topic for today is about laws of exponents. So first, let us define an exponent. Okay, so when we say exponent, it is a symbol of a number at the upper right-hand corner of a variable or a constant. It indicates the number of times a base is used as a factor. Okay, so for example, we have 2 raised to 3 and x raised to 5. So, yung maliit na number dyan, ito, yan. So, yan yung tinatawag nating exponent. And yung 2, tsaka yung x naman, yan yung tinatawag nating base. So, pag sinabi nating base, it is the repeated factor in a product. So, ibig sabihin, si exponent, siya yung nag-i-indicate kung ilang beses i-multiply yung base sa sarili niya. For example, we have 2 raised to 3. So, ibig sabihin, 3 beses i-multiply si 2 sa sarili niya. So, we have 2 times 2 times 2. Okay? So, yung exponent, siya yung magsasabi kung ilang beses. So, we have 1, 2, 3. So, yung exponent natin ay 3. Okay? So, dito naman, we have x raised to 5. So, ang ibig sabihin, we have x times x times x times x times x. So, bale, 5 times. Okay? So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So, yun yung ibig sabihin ng exponent. Now, we can proceed to the first law of exponent. So, we have power of a power. Okay, so ang ibig sabihin niyan is, if we have a raised to m, tapos naka-raise siya sa n, or another exponent, we have a m times n. Okay. So, let's have an example para mas maintindihan. So, for example, we have 2 raised to 2 or 2 squared, tapos naka-raise siya sa 3. Okay, so, pag isi-simplify natin yan, magiging 2, tapos mo-multiply down natin tong 2, yung unang exponent, tsaka yung susunod na exponent. Okay, so multiply lang natin yung 2 and 3. So, we have 2 times 3. Okay, or we have 2 raised to 6. 2 times 3 is 6. Okay, then simplify further, we have 64. Okay, so 2 raised to 6 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Or we have 64. Okay, another example, if we have a raised to 3, tapos naka-raise siya sa 5. Okay, so we have a 3 times 5, or we have a raised to 15. Okay, so that is the first law of exponent, power of a power. Next is, we have product of powers. Okay, so we have the formula a raised to m times a raised to n is equal to a m plus n. Okay, so let's have an example para mas maintindihan. If we have, for instance, x raised to 5 multiplied by x raised to 4, so ang mangyayari, ikakopy natin yung base. So, applicable lang itong law na to kapag parehas sila ng base. So, parehas sila ng x, kokopyahin lang natin. Okay, then add natin yung exponent nila. So, we have 5 and 4. So, we have 5 plus 4. And it will give you x raised to 9. Okay, another example. If we have 2 raised to 4 times 2 raised to 2. So, it will give you 2. Copy natin yung base. Then, 4 plus 2, which is the exponents. Okay, so we have 2. 4 plus 2 is 6. Okay, so ganun lang siya kadali. That is the second law of exponents. We have product of powers. So, kanina, product of powers, nag-multiply tayo. Next will be quotient of powers. So, sa division naman, we have quotient of powers. Okay, so the formula is a raised to m divided by a raised to n will give you a m minus n. So, kung sa multiplication, ina-add natin yung exponent, sa division naman, magma-minus tayo. Okay, so for instance, we have x raised to 10 divided by x raised to 2. So, we have 10 minus 2 will give you 8. So, copy muna natin yung base, which is x. Then, we have 10 minus 2, or it will give you x raised to 8. Okay, another example, if we have 5 raised to 7 divided by 5 raised to 3. So, it will give you, copy the same base, which is 5. 7 minus 3. So, we have 5. 7 minus 3 is 4. Okay, so we have 5 raised to 4. Okay, so ganun yung quotient of powers. Next law is the negative exponent. Okay, so if we have a raised to negative n, then we have 1 over a raised to n. Okay, so paano yan? For instance, nagkaroon tayo ng negative exponent, kailangan ay i-transform natin siya sa ganyang form. Okay, so for example, we have x raised to 8 over x raised to 15 dun sa quotient kanina. So, apply natin yung rule doon. Copy natin yung base. We have x, then 8 minus 15. Okay, it will give you x raised to negative 7. Okay, so we have now a negative exponent. So, following the rule, ayan, ang gagawin natin, maglalagay lang tayo ng 1 na numerator over, ilagay na natin to, then hindi na natin ilalagay yung negative sign. So, we have x raised to 7. Okay. So, eto na yung final answer natin kapag meron tayong negative exponent. Okay, another example, if we have 8 raised to 10 over 8 raised to 13. So, we have now 8. 10 minus 13 will give you negative 3. Okay, so following the rule of negative exponent, we have 1 over 8 raised to 3. Okay, so that is for negative exponents. And last but not the least is our zero exponent. Okay, so when we say zero exponent, any number raised to 0 will be equal to 1. Okay, so for example, we have y raised to 0, so we have 1. 2 raised to 0, we have 1. 5 raised to 0, the answer is 1. B raised to 0, so we have 1. So any number or variable raised to 0 will be equal to 1. Okay, so that's all for today. Dear learners, I hope na may natutunan kayo ngayong araw na to. Bye and stay safe.